Not all gas stations are created equal, and if you've been filling up at the wrong ones, you could be slowly damaging your Acura's engine without even knowing it. I'm talking about carbon buildup, clogged fuel injectors, reduced fuel economy, and over time, expensive repairs that never should have happened. The gas station you choose matters just as much as the octane grade you select. I've researched this extensively. I've looked at fuel additive standards, talked to mechanics about what they see in engines, and compared the actual detergent packages used by major fuel brands. And the results aren't close. There are clear winners. There are clear losers. And most Acura owners have no idea which category their regular gas station falls into. Today, I'm revealing the 7 gasoline brands you should avoid filling up at, and the 3 brands that actually protect your engine long term. This isn't about price. This is about what's actually in the fuel you're putting into a precision-engineered Japanese engine. Stick around, because this information could add years to your Acura's life. Let's get into it. Why gas station brand actually matters. Before we get to the list, let's understand why this matters at all. All gasoline in the United States is required by federal law to contain a minimum level of detergent additives. This is the bare minimum standard set by the EPA. But here's what most people don't know. That minimum standard is barely enough to prevent your fuel system from completely failing. It's not enough to keep your engine genuinely clean. That's where top-tier certification comes in. Top Tier is a voluntary standard created by automakers, including Honda and Acura, that requires significantly higher levels of detergent additives than the federal minimum. We're talking about detergent packages that can be 2 to 3 times more concentrated than the EPA minimum. Why does this matter for your Acura specifically? Modern Acura engines use direct injection technology. Fuel is sprayed directly into the combustion chamber instead of onto the intake valves. This creates a unique problem. There's no fuel washing over the intake valves to keep them clean. Carbon builds up from oil vapor in the PCV system, and there's nothing naturally cleaning it off. The detergents in your fuel become one of your only defenses against this carbon buildup. Low-quality fuel with minimal detergents means carbon accumulates faster. High-quality fuel with strong detergent packages means your intake system stays cleaner for longer. This isn't marketing fluff. This is measurable real-world engine health. The 7 brands to avoid. Let's start with the brands that don't meet top-tier standards and consistently show up in discussions about carbon buildup and fuel system problems. Brand number 1. Most unbranded independent stations. Here's the tricky part. Thousands of independent gas stations across the country buy fuel from various wholesale suppliers without consistent quality control. These stations often display generic signage or sometimes use recognizable brand names, but aren't held to that brand's actual quality standards. The problem is consistency. One week the fuel might come from a decent supplier, the next week from the cheapest available source. If a gas station looks generic, has unusually low prices that seem too good to be true, or doesn't display a top-tier certification sticker, be cautious. Brand number 2. Certain discount chain stations. Several budget-focused gas station chains prioritize low prices over fuel quality. They meet the federal minimum detergent requirement, nothing more. These stations often advertise prices 10 to 20 cents below major brands. That savings comes from somewhere, and often it's from using the cheapest possible detergent package that still meets legal minimums. Brand number 3. Some grocery store fuel stations. Many grocery store chains have added fuel stations as a loyalty perk, offering discounts based on grocery purchases. While convenient, many of these fuel stations source from the same low-cost suppliers as discount chains. The focus is on driving grocery loyalty, not fuel quality. Brand number 4. Certain regional chains with inconsistent standards. Various regional gas station chains across different parts of the country meet only federal minimums. These vary by region, so research your specific local options. Brand number 5. Stations with no visible top-tier certification. This is more of a category than a specific brand. Any station that doesn't display top-tier certification, whether through signage or you can't verify it on the top-tier website, should be treated with caution. Brand number 6. Truck stop chains, focused on diesel. Many large truck stop chains are optimized for diesel fuel and trucking customers. Their gasoline offerings are often an afterthought, using basic federal minimum fuel without premium detergent packages. Brand number 7. Stations with old or poorly maintained storage tanks. This one's harder to identify just by brand name, but it's worth mentioning. Gas stations with old underground storage tanks can have fuel contaminated with rust, water, or sediment, regardless of what brand name is on the sign. If a station looks run down, has visibly aging pumps, or you notice any unusual smell or appearance when fueling, consider finding another location regardless of the brand. Why these matter for your specific Acura. Let's connect this to real consequences for your engine. If you're driving an Acura with direct injection, which includes most models from 2013 onwards, including the TLX, RDX, and MDX, carbon buildup on intake valves is already a known issue with this technology across the entire industry. Using fuel with minimal detergents accelerates this problem. I've seen the difference firsthand. Acuras that consistently use low-quality fuel show carbon buildup symptoms. Rough idle, hesitation, reduced fuel economy, as early as 40,000 to 50,000 miles. Acuras that consistently use top-tier fuel often don't show significant carbon issues until 80,000 to 100,000 miles, sometimes later. That's a massive difference in when you'll need a $400 to $800 walnut blasting service to clean your intake valves. Over the life of your car, choosing the right fuel brand could save you one or two of these expensive cleaning services entirely. If you want to make sure you're protecting your Acura's engine with the right fuel and the right maintenance schedule, I've created a 500,000-mile car maintenance blueprint specifically for Acura owners. It covers fuel recommendations alongside every other critical service interval your engine needs. The link is in the description. Grab your copy now. The 3 brands that actually protect your engine. Now, let's talk about the brands that consistently deliver top-tier certified fuel with superior detergent packages. Winner number 1, Shell. Shell has been a top-tier certified brand since the program's inception and consistently invests in their proprietary detergent technology. Their V-Power and V-Power Nitro plus premium fuels contain detergent packages specifically designed to clean intake valves and reduce carbon deposits, not just prevent new buildup, but actively clean existing deposits over time. Mechanics consistently report that engines fueled primarily by Shell show cleaner intake systems during inspections. Shell stations are widely available across the country, making this an accessible choice for most Acura owners. Winner number 2, Chevron and Texaco. Chevron and Texaco share ownership and use the same Techron detergent additive system, which has one of the longest track records in the industry. Techron was actually one of the original detergent additives developed specifically to address carbon buildup issues, and it remains one of the most effective on the market. Independent testing has consistently shown Techron-treated fuel reduces intake valve deposits more effectively than many competing brands. Chevron and Texaco stations are common throughout most regions, particularly strong in the western and southern United States. Winner number 3, Costco. This one surprises people, but Costco's fuel quality is excellent and they're top-tier certified. Costco doesn't manufacture their own fuel. They purchase from major refiners and add their own detergent package that meets top-tier standards. The benefit here is twofold. You get genuinely high-quality, top-tier certified fuel, and Costco's prices are typically lower than other top-tier brands because of their bulk purchasing power and membership model. If you have a Costco membership, this is genuinely one of the best combinations of quality and value available. What about other top-tier brands? I focused on these 3 because they offer the best combination of widespread availability, proven track record, and value. But there are other legitimate top-tier certified brands worth mentioning. Mobil, ExxonMobil, BP, Sunoco, Conoco, Phillips 66, and Marathon are all top-tier certified and provide adequate detergent protection for your Acura. The key takeaway isn't that you must exclusively use Shell, Chevron, or Costco. The key takeaway is that you should consistently use top-tier certified fuel rather than randomly choosing based on whatever's cheapest or most convenient. You can verify any station's top-tier status by checking toptiergas.com, where they maintain a complete list of certified retailers. How to verify top-tier status yourself. Here's how to check if your regular gas station actually qualifies, since brand names alone don't guarantee every individual station meets standards. Visit toptiergas.com on your phone or computer. Look for the retailer locator tool. Search by your zip code or check the list of certified brands. Many stations display a top-tier certification logo directly on the pump or near the price display. Look for this small sticker, usually a green and white logo. If you're unsure about a specific station, even one from a brand on the approved list, the website confirms exactly which locations are certified. This takes 30 seconds and gives you certainty about what you're putting in your engine. The cost difference. Is it worth it? Let's address the elephant in the room. Top-tier fuel sometimes costs slightly more than discount alternatives. How much more are we talking about? Typically 5 to 15 cents per gallon difference between top-tier brands and discount stations. On a 15-gallon fill-up, that's 75 cents to $2.25 extra per tank. If you fill up weekly, that's roughly $40 to $115 extra per year. Now, compare that to the cost of carbon buildup repairs. $400 to $800 for walnut blasting service, or $1,500 to $2,500 if carbon buildup leads to more serious intake valve damage. Even at the higher end of $115 per year extra for top-tier fuel, you'd need to drive for over 13 years before you've spent as much on fuel premiums as a single carbon cleaning service would cost. The math heavily favors spending slightly more on fuel quality to avoid expensive repairs down the road. Combining octane and brand for maximum protection. Remember from previous testing, octane grade and fuel brand are two separate factors that both matter. For naturally aspirated Acura engines, use 91 octane premium from a top-tier certified station like Shell, Chevron, or Costco. For turbocharged Acura engines, use 91 octane minimum, ideally from the same top-tier certified options. This combination gives you the correct octane level to prevent knock and optimize your ECU's performance calibration, plus the detergent package needed to keep your direct injection system clean long-term. Using high octane from a low-quality station gives you good knock protection but mediocre cleanliness. Using top-tier fuel at the wrong octane level gives you good cleanliness but potential knock issues or wasted money. You need both factors aligned for optimal results. Real-world evidence from high-mileage Acuras. Let me share what I've observed from working on high-mileage Acura engines over the years. Engines that consistently use top-tier premium fuel, particularly Shell, Chevron, or similar brands, showed dramatically less carbon accumulation during inspections at 100,000 plus miles. When I pulled valve covers and inspected intake valves on these high top-tier usage engines, I consistently saw lighter, more manageable carbon deposits, the kind that respond well to preventive maintenance like fuel system cleaners. Compare that to engines where owners admitted to primarily using whatever was cheapest, often switching between random discount stations based on price alone. These engines showed heavier, more stubborn carbon deposits, sometimes requiring professional walnut blasting earlier and more frequently than their top-tier counterparts. This isn't a scientific study with hundreds of controlled samples, but it's consistent, real-world evidence from someone who's inspected hundreds of Acura engines across a wide range of maintenance histories. The pattern is clear enough that I changed my own fueling habits and now recommend top-tier fuel to every Acura owner I work with. What if top-tier stations aren't convenient for you? I understand that not everyone has easy access to Shell, Chevron, or Costco stations nearby. Here's my advice if you're in that situation. Check the top-tier website for any certified station in your area, even if it's not one of the big three I mentioned. Remember, Mobil, BP, Sunoco, Phillips 66, and others all qualify too. If you truly have no top-tier options nearby, consider using a fuel additive periodically. Products like Chevron Techron Concentrate Plus or Redline S I1 can supplement inadequate detergent packages from non-top tier fuel. Add a bottle every 3,000 to 5,000 miles if you're regularly using non-top tier fuel. This isn't as good as consistently using top tier fuel, but it helps offset the deficiency. Consider driving slightly further to reach a top-tier station if the difference is reasonable, say within a few miles of your regular route. The long-term engine health benefit often justifies minor inconvenience. The bottom line: your Acura's engine is precision-engineered Japanese technology. It deserves better than whatever fuel happens to be cheapest at the moment. The detergent package in your gasoline directly impacts how clean your intake valves stay, how efficiently your engine runs, and how long you'll go before needing expensive carbon cleaning services. Choosing top-tier certified fuel, particularly from proven brands like Shell, Chevron, Texaco, or Costco, is one of the easiest ways to protect your investment. The cost difference is minimal. The long-term benefit is substantial. So there you have it, the gasoline brands that could be quietly damaging your Acura's engine, and the three that actually protect it long-term. Avoid unbranded independent stations, discount chains, certain grocery store fuel programs, and stations without verified top-tier certification. Choose Shell, Chevron, and Texaco, or Costco for consistently high-quality, top-tier certified fuel. Verify any station's status at toptiergas.com if you're ever unsure. Combine the right octane grade with top-tier fuel quality for maximum engine protection. This is a simple change that costs you almost nothing extra, but could save you hundreds or thousands in carbon-related repairs down the road. Your Acura runs on more than just gasoline. It runs on the choices you make every time you pull up to a pump. And if you want the complete roadmap to protecting your Acura for 500,000 miles, covering fuel choices, oil specs, every fluid change, and every service interval your engine needs, I've created a comprehensive maintenance blueprint specifically for Acura owners. Click the link in the description and get your copy now, because the right fuel is just the beginning of giving your Acura everything it needs to last. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this next video as we're sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.